So if you haven't figured out by now, I am building a RMZE. Yes, we are finally doing a normal dirt bike conversion on the channel, the RMZE. The only real good thing on this bike is the frame. The nice thing about it is that it's a steel frame. It's got plenty of room. It's got a lot of room in where the tank area is, which is really cool. A bit more room than your alloy frames. So stoked on that, but it is probably the only thing that is actually in good nick on this bike. Everything needs redoing, a lot. But anyway, let's do it. Let's jump on into it head first. This is going to be a long video. Hopefully a video you guys enjoy, and let's do it. Just feel the rage that's burning up inside me. Right, the controller mount is done. I'm stoked on this. It was a pretty simple way of doing it, really. I'm not set up to weld aluminium, which that's what this is. But I made these really cool sliding brackets. I say really cool, but they're quite simple, really. It's very simple. It's a very simple concept. It's a time-poor way of doing it, I guess. The QS90H V3 has arrived. It's quite heavy. It's quite big, but we're gonna see how it goes. Apparently this gearbox blows up. If I knew that, I probably wouldn't have bought it, but according to the LizCat guys, this thing blows up under hard use. But yeah, we're gonna see how this goes anyway. We've got it, we may as well use it, see how it goes, and give you my opinions on it. Right, mounting the motor. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did have a go at making motor brackets myself. Come to find out, it's quite a pain. I was on the right track. I could have probably actually got it done with the minimal tools that I had, but I decided to go out and actually buy a couple of brackets straight from El Mofo. Now, obviously these brackets are just the 90H brackets. They're not the V3 brackets. They haven't made a set of brackets for the V3 yet, which is what we've got here. So what we're gonna have to do is actually cut the bracket, and then we're going to then have to figure out what we're going to do with getting a support back to the swing arm, and you'll see what I'll do there. I'm feeling alone, left in the dark, contemplating about decisions. Why does no one ever see me? Did I do something wrong? Did I hurt feelings? It is hard to be found when no one's looking. I am feeling left out and I keep screaming. No one ever understands it. Feels like I became Atlantis, hidden from the world. I'm looking for a way. Into a lonely void and I can't get. So we've started sorting out motor mounting. Now, before we go any further, we need to make sure the motor is in the correct spot for the chain line. So we can't really do that without actually putting our suspension in and getting to sit on the bike and basically seeing if we've got a straight line from swing arm to front sprocket. So we got some new bits and bobs. Well, these were the old linkages. These were absolutely shagged. They were fully seized together and just horrible. And yeah, so I sent them to my good mate bike mechanic, Zane's Bikes and Bits, and he sorted them out. Far out, he did a good job. And we've got a new shock. So this is a 2012 RMZ shock. My other shock was leaking like no tomorrow, and let's be honest, it was just shagged as well. I couldn't be stuffed in trying to rebuild it and go through all that headache when this was like $250 off eBay and it's in basically brand new condition. I was like, yeah, that's a no-brainer for sure. So bought that, super stoked on it. Let's get to bolting it up and then we can get back to mounting our motor.
Hope for something magical, cause no one else seems to even bother. Looks like I'm on my own, facing this loneliness. It is hard to be found when no one's looking. I'm feeling left out and I keep screaming. No one ever understands it. Feels like I became Atlantis. Hidden from the world, I'm looking for a way. I'm looking for a way.
Right, the suspension is finally in. Oh my gosh, that was a whole ordeal. Definitely wouldn't have been if I actually bought the right shock for the bike. So because this is a 2012 RMZ shock, it isn't exactly the same. So the main difference being that this cartridge design is different. So where this strut comes out on the shock basically sits closer to the frame than what the original one was. So as you saw there, I went to a lot of trouble cutting out the frame, then welding in a bit of tube and etc to basically spend 8 hours doing suspension install, but it's done. Now let's talk about sprockets for the 90H V3. If you've bought this motor, there's a high chance that it comes with a 420 15 tooth sprocket on it. That is not going to help you if you are putting this in a dirt bike that has a 520 chain. So what you're going to need is a 520 sprocket. This is a 12 tooth, this one. But the actual spline itself is a 420 spline. So go figure, I don't get it. So I'll leave a link in the description down below to hopefully help you out with grabbing one of these. Matt Waters from EBMX actually hooked me up with this one. So thanks for that, buddy, you're a legend. But yeah, let's slap it on there and start to put the motor back in the bike now that the brackets are done, and start to mock up for the rear mount. Let's do it.
It's almost like falling in love for the first time, all over again. Hold on tight to the feeling, but it's a roller coaster in my head. So I'm holding myself on a precipice, and I've been dreaming off the ground. So I'm looking for something that's definite. I'm praying you don't let me down. It's gotta be all. It's gotta be all or nothing. All or nothing. Oh, it's gotta be all or nothing. All or nothing.
Welcome to the Progressive E garden shed. No, we didn't go broke. It obviously just became apparent to us that this project is taking way longer than we first anticipated. And so I was like, look, I'm gonna move this project into our garden shed out the back of our house to hopefully get this project done a bit quicker, because we are so time poor. Obviously, as you guys would know, this isn't our main job. We have day jobs and we have all sorts going on at the moment that we're very lacking in time. So anyway, this is what's happening. So we're going to roll with the punches and continue on with the build. So battery, what battery are we putting in this bike? Now we've given it a bit of thought, and I've come to the conclusion that this frame would actually, with a little bit of modification, well, probably a lot of modification really, would actually accept a Ultra B battery. So that's what we're doing. We're going to have 5 to 6 kilowatt hours. We're going to put one of the new EBMX Ultra B batteries in this bad boy. And yeah, I'm super stoked. It will be cool. Something different, something that no one else has done. It's going to be a bit of modification. We're going to cut the frame and re-weld it, rejig it. But it should work a treat.
It's gotta be all or
thoughts like the playing cards close to my chest. Turn them round for the river and hope it's something that I won't regret. So I'm holding myself on a precipice, and I've been dreaming off the ground. So I'm looking for something that's definite. I'm praying you don't let me down. It's gotta be all. It's gotta be all or nothing. All or nothing. Oh, it's gotta be all or nothing. All or nothing. Oh, oh, it's gotta be all or nothing. Oh, it's gotta be all or nothing. All or nothing. It's gotta be all or nothing. It's gotta be all or nothing. Oh, oh, or nothing at all. Think about you a lot.
Right, the battery is in, the frame is almost done, motor is bolted up. Obviously we sorted out controller a while ago. The main thing that's left to do structurally is we need to put some cross braces, some pipe going from here around to here, basically just to strengthen it up, because this is what was there. So we're going to cut these off. That's going to be for our plastics to re-bolt onto. So anyway, let's get to doing those braces and bolting up those plastics. Brainpower work is now pretty much done. Actually figuring out how we were going to fabricate this bike is now actually completed, which is awesome. The last little bit there was just doing these little mounts for the plastics there, because obviously we don't have the rads there anymore because the battery actually takes up so much room, the rads cannot be installed anymore. But that's all right. If we go water-cooled motor down the road, we can soon run like a computer radiator or something along those descriptions. But anyway, let's get to the cleanup process. So we now need to start sandblasting things. We need to strip this back down, finish off the welds, get it ready for painting, and then yeah, start to bolt it back together, put new bearings in, new bushings, rebuild the brakes. Bit to do, but at least all the main fabrication work is now done, which I'm stoked on. So we're pretty much on the home straight.
surface I look fine. My brain feels heavy, my traumatized mind. And I'm so tired, I can't feel my eyes. Whoa, whoa.
Alright, it's time to move on to these clapped out forks. We're getting so close, people. So we're going to fully rebuild them. We're going to put a new set of springs in them. We're going up like 3 spring sizes. So we're going from a 4.3 Newton meter spring to a 4.6. So I really want this thing to be able to take those big hits, because you know we're going to be sending it. So yeah, that's the whole main objective of building this bike, because obviously I've got my light B. It really does everything but send it. So that is this bike's main job. So it's got to be able to do that. Let's do it. Let's rebuild these forks.
I'm petty, but I know how to lie. I feel feelings that I can't describe. I'm not breathing, but I'm still alive. Whoa, whoa. But I think I'll be alright, 'cause I'm not giving up, I'm not giving up yet. I feel that it's my time, so I'ma give it everything. I'ma give it everything I got. So I'ma give it everything, I'ma give it everything I got. I'ma give it everything, I'ma give it everything I got. I still have hope. So many days have passed. I wait around for things to change, but change has not come fast. I'm asking all the questions, but then I question them. Like, what's the point of living, existing when you can't see your God in flesh? I'm looking for the answers, they say to pray instead. I think I'll find them one day, but with a helping hand. I know that it's not easy, but I believe I will. Yeah, I'll get over all my fears and really conquer everything. I think I'll be alright, 'cause I'm not giving up, I'm not giving up yet. I feel that it's my time, so I'ma give it everything. I'ma give it everything I got. So I'ma give it everything. I'ma give it everything I got. I'ma give it everything. I'ma give it everything I got.
Right, let's do an oil change on the QS13890H V3. That is a mouthful. I've got no idea what oil actually comes in this thing or how much is in it, and it has been pissing out oil. So let's put some fresh stuff in there. We're going to be using a bit of this, hold on, let me read it real quick. 85W140. That's what QS recommends, so that's what I got. 40 bucks, 2 litres of it. It's definitely going to take 2 litres. Anyway, let's put it in there. Other thing we got to do is we've got to switch the air breather and the bung. Got to do the old, push them around the other way.
Gave you all that I could give, but it wasn't enough. Oh, tried to show me how to live when I was numb. And why did I never listen when you would listen to me and make the wrong decisions, resisting the help I need? Oh, I know.
Alright, brakes. We need to get these finished off, rebuilt, put back together. So I've gone to the trouble of sandblasting both of these. I've put just a clear coat over the top, a heat clear coat that's made for heat. We got 2 new rebuild kits. Bang the new seals in, bang the pistons back in. There's really not much to motorbike brakes. So yeah, let's get to it.
every choice filled with regret, till the night we were done. So sick and tired of trying to listen, but feeling so misunderstood. Every word and action misfigured by promises no good.
And why did I never listen when you would listen to me and made the wrong decisions, resisting the help I need? Oh, I know I could have done better. Oh, to keep you next to me. They say to blame it on the weather. Oh, hell no. I could have done better. 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 I could have done
What is 3?
Everything.
900.
940 kilowatt.
Is that safe?
I don't know. It'll be safe for that.
Alright. The RMZ.